It was a case that captured national attention. Botham Jean shot and killed in his apartment by then Dallas police officer Amber Guyger after she mistook his apartment for her own. She was convicted of murder, and as of today, she is eligible for parole.
Now, Trevor Sohaki is live for us in Dallas. Trevor, Guyger was sentenced to 10 years for Botham Jean's murder, but could be out earlier than that.
Yeah, that's right, Madison and Karen. She's served 5 years of her 10-year sentence so far. And like you said, this was a big case, not only here in the city, but across the country as well. Guyger told authorities that she confused Botham Jean's apartment for her own and shot him while she was off duty. Now, a former parole officer and University of Texas Arlington professor told me it's very rare for the parole board to make a decision about parole on the same day they review an applicant, meaning it's unlikely Guyger would get out today. The timeline for a decision from the board is also unclear. It could decide in a few weeks or a few months. We're told there are a variety of factors that go into granting or denying parole.
Whether they've been in any type of trouble while they've been in prison. What have they done productive while they've been in prison? Do they have any write-ups? Do they have any infractions? Have people spoken favorable toward them, period?
So big question, is Guyger going to get parole or not? Well, one attorney I spoke with told me it's unlikely she gets parole because this is her first time up for parole and she's been convicted of a violent crime. So both of those go against her. I also spoke with Botham Jean's family last week about Guyger being up for parole. They told me if they have any say in the matter, she'd stay behind bars for her entire sentence.
He's caused my family tremendous harm, tremendous hurt, tremendous pain, and she ought to remain where she is.
Nearly 6 years to the day after Botham Jean was shot in his apartment in Dallas, his killer, Amber Guyger, is up for parole on Monday on what would have been Botham's 33rd birthday.
She needs to serve her entire 10-year term, which is way below a sentence that one receives for murder. And murder of an innocent man in the comfort of his home, doing nothing wrong.
Guyger, a Dallas police officer at the time, told authorities she confused Botham Jean's apartment for her own. Her body camera was not recording during the shooting because she was off duty. Zarita Hall is a professor at the University of Texas Arlington and a former parole officer. She said letters from Botham's family would be considered during a parole hearing.
This man was murdered. He was killed in his own home. So I would imagine letters of support of her staying in prison would probably be pouring in.
Guyger was convicted of murder and sentenced to 10 years in prison in 2019. She appealed the conviction but lost her appeal 2 years ago.
She will go before the parole board. There's a panel of people. They'll ask her questions, about how she changed and what she thinks about, all these things, right?
Hall said Guyger may not appear in person and the board may just review the paperwork.
So public concern can definitely be a factor. Support letters for the victim, support letters for the person that's incarcerated.
We have reached out to Guyger's attorneys multiple times for comment, but have not heard back. Trevor Sohaki, CBS News, Texas.